Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now December 8th of 2020, and ever since the very end of the Skywalker saga, a lot of Star Wars fans around the world have been very skeptical, if you will, about the future of the franchise and whether or not Jon Favreau, George Lucas, or Dave Filoni are really all going to be able to pull things off with this new expanded universe. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Disney Star Wars is that yes, we do know that they are finally getting out of that phase of damage control. They really are doing something very much authentic with The Mandalorian Season 2, where it doesn't seem like that they are trying too hard. They are just doing exactly what's right for Star Wars, and I think that obviously Disney now understands what the fans want to see, either at home or on the big screen. We really are heading in a better direction. So, on top of all of this, what's really exciting all has to do with the projects that are currently in development. That, of course, is, for example, the Star Wars Kenobi series, the Ahsoka Tano spin-off, the Boba Fett miniseries, and a whole lot more to come in the near future. Now, with that being said, we've got George Lucas, Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, like I say, working together as a team, really trying their absolute best to bring Star Wars back to its roots, and that's ultimately what they want to do. They want to bring Star Wars back to its roots the way that it used to be before 2012 when Disney took over. So, with that being said, alright, with the Skywalker saga now over, both Disney and Lucasfilm are focused on their new Star Wars universe and trilogy of movies. Further, it's explained that currently both Jon Favreau and George Lucas are working very hard on the future of Star Wars and developing the Star Wars Kenobi series, which is currently dubbed simply as Star Wars Kenobi. Now, it's described that both Hayden Christensen and Ewan Mcgregor have already met up to rehearse on a very important scene that they are planning to eventually film sometime in April of 2021 inside the studio that will involve pyrotechnics as well as next-generation CGI. Now, this scene is said to involve a lightsaber duel between a suited Darth Vader with a broken mask, revealing Anakin's face going up against Obi-Wan Kenobi on the lava planet Mustafar. The scene is said to be a nightmarish vision or dream sequence, if you will, for Kenobi during his solitude on Tatooine, and that Lucasfilm wants to explore that one of the major villains in the series will be Kenobi's subconscious, constantly reminding him of his failure with Anakin Skywalker into becoming Darth Vader under Palpatine's manipulation. This scene is said to be a spin on the saber duel seen in Episode 3 for the fans to see an alternate version of that, of what's happening in Kenobi's mind. Now, let's stop right here for a second. Now, the fact that they are going to be using pyrotechnics and next-generation CGI, it really sounds like that this series is going to have a higher budget, easily, than The Mandalorian Season 2. And we've heard about this before in the past, I would say about 6 months ago, that Lucasfilm wanted to go higher with their budget for the Kenobi series to kind of give it a more movie-esque feel and or look, so that it matches up with Revenge of the Sith. Again, they are treating this show as a direct sequel to Episode 3 from 2005. And in order to do that, you also have to match the overall feeling of the prequel trilogy, with a little spin on it, of course, but you gotta match that, right? It can't feel too different, or it can't feel too distant from the prequels. It has to actually just have that tone. Now, granted, this series is going to take place 8 years after the events of Episode 3. We're going to see an older version of Kenobi, not significantly older, but we might have him with some, maybe salt and pepper hair, and maybe a little bit of gray on his beard, stuff around those lines. So, I think that ultimately what they're really trying to do is that they really are trying to give Hayden the limelight that he deserves. He's already attached to several Star Wars projects, be it live action or animated on Disney+, and some fans would even argue it almost comes off like Hayden is only good for television. Why could he not be in Episode 9? Well, let's not forget here that he was supposed to be until Kathleen Kennedy stepped in and really just took him out of the equation. So I think that we really do have to give a lot of credit to Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, George Lucas, Deborah Chow, and other creators out there associated with Lucasfilm that's really giving Hayden the chance to revive himself as an actor, at least in the Star Wars world, right? So I think that obviously Lucasfilm is shaping up. They are evolving, they know what the fans want, they know what success really stems from. If you really stick to the lore and you stick to being, you know, a company that hires passionate people that really know Star Wars, then you're in good hands. So, like I've said before in the past, I think that we really still are on the road to success. I think that The Mandalorian Season 2, you know, Episode 7 and 8 are really going to really gain a lot more Star Wars fans that were lost from the sequel trilogy movies. So, with that being said, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.